Hello. Oh my god, so sorry. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna and I'm 27 and I live in the south of Spain. Welcome aboard. Today I wanted to do a quick plan with me for the month of October because it is October the 1st. Doing these plan with me videos is something that I wanted to do but I didn't feel ready to start making them. A, because I just didn't feel like I was organised enough, and B, my Notion template is an absolute mess and I have so many different half-finished templates, all this kind of stuff. I just need to really sit down and just go through everything and reorganize myself on there. So I just thought I'd do like a quick video just to kind of talk you guys through my goals for October so I can kickstart this plan with me, reset with me series. So I feel like I'm gonna reorganize all of this and put it into like an actual template, but right now I just have like a list of stuff. So for the month of October there's a few things that I really want to achieve. I mean, the first one is running a half marathon. I hope I achieve this. I mean, I very much plan to achieve this because I have a half marathon booked on the 29th of October. So I've been training now for just gone 8 weeks. I just finished my 8th week, going on to week 9 next week, tomorrow. It's actually been so amazing seeing how much having a plan keeps you accountable and keeps you motivated, because the times that I've tried to run previously, I mean, I've always been a really bad runner, which I've mentioned in my other videos, but I've never had a plan. I haven't really understood pacing. Like, I just saw running as running, where I feel like there's so much more that comes into it, and I always try to race myself rather than taking it like nice and slow and kind of saying, okay, I just need to get the distance in, I'm going to do 5k today, I'm going to do this, blah blah blah. So having this plan in place has really helped me, and I think running hopefully is something that I'll be able to continue doing. I even started looking at doing a 10-kilometer run in Lisbon next year in March, because I like the idea of doing like a little travel like while doing running, like going and traveling for a 10k or a half marathon, maybe not a marathon just yet, or if ever. I'm not sure if I'll ever get to that point, but we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying to do an Ironman or something like that before I get too old, because I feel like if there's a time to do it, it's now. I think if I continue with this new me, then that's definitely something that I'd like to continue doing. But for this month, yeah, my goal is to run my half marathon, and that will be such an achievement. Like, I'll be so proud of myself. The amount of shin splints I used to get was insane. I don't know, it would just be such an achievement. Like, oh, I would be so happy. And then the next goal that I have is actually just to continue posting on YouTube. I started posting again like 9-10 months ago. YouTube has always been something that I've loved. I used to make videos when I was younger, then I got bullied and I stopped making them, and I tried to get back into it for years, and I was like dabbling, but then I'd be too self-critical and I wouldn't like the way I looked on camera and all those kind of things that came into it, and I just didn't stay consistent. I didn't put in the effort. When I did put in the effort, I didn't upload it. Like, I've uploaded so many videos and then edited them halfway through and then gone, actually never mind, I'm not gonna bother putting that on the internet. This time I'm actually staying consistent, and I'm like, okay, I want to post at least one time a week at least, and I want to improve my editing skills and improve kind of how I'm coming across on camera and being able to talk to the camera, and I want to improve the way I articulate myself and everything. So yeah, the goal for October is to post consistently, so I want to post at least once a week in YouTube, at least. Third one is to have a better sleep schedule, because my sleep is horrendous. Like, horrendous. On average, I must get like 5-6 hours of sleep. It's sad. Really need to home in on my sleep, because I can feel it affecting my running and my training and so many other aspects of my life. So, and having a good sleep routine is like the most important thing ever, and I know it is. I know it is. I know how important sleep is and how detrimental it can be to your health if you don't get enough. And I hate myself for not sleeping enough. So that's one thing I really need to focus on, is having a better sleep schedule and sleep health, 100%. So another goal of mine for this month is to start meal prepping again. Rewind like a few years ago, I was really good with meal prepping. Now I'm not the best. I seem to be getting in this whole like paralyzed state of like what to cook, and I keep repeating the same meals. Again, this is something I need to organize on my Notion, because I want to have like a cookbook section where I have all my favorite meals, so I can literally just go to it, pick and go, rather than humming and hawing, going through BBC Good Food or whatever it is, trying to look for recipes and be like, no, yes, no, actually no, all too many ingredients, whatever, oh, that takes too long. I want to know what I'm cooking and make my life so much easier, and then meal prep, because I can find myself under eating some days, or then reaching to empty calories where it's not really got much nutritional value, which then affects my training because it's also lack of sleep, not fueling yourself properly. It's a dangerous game. So they're two things I really need to do, is the sleep schedule and also meal prepping, because they're so important, especially with how at the minute I'm training 3 times a week by running, but I've been neglecting the gym so badly because my focus has been on running. Soon, hopefully next week, I want to start kind of training to be like a hybrid athlete. I don't really like saying the word athlete, I wouldn't really call myself an athlete, but like a hybrid trainer. Like, it's very important that I fuel myself and sleep properly, otherwise that is just not going to be attainable and I'm going to burn myself out. And another one is read a book from start to finish, because I'm terrible at this. I have read so many books where, I mean, I say so many, I've read a few books where, when I say a few books, it's like I've only read a few books. Like, it's not like, oh, the few books I've read out of many. No, it's like I just have never been much of a reader. And whenever I do read, it's like, say I get halfway through the book, I find it so hard to finish a book. So difficult. It shouldn't be difficult, but again, it's just not a priority for me. And if anything, I probably spend a little bit too much time on this. And that brings me back to kind of the posting consistently on YouTube, a point that I said. I want to be able to articulate myself better. Again, with posting on YouTube, I feel like it helps your public speaking and how you form your sentences, because I noticed even now in these videos, I'm sure on this one as well, I've already caught myself saying it, is I'll use a lot of filler words like you know what I mean, or you know, like I have a lot of filler words. So I think by reading more conjoined with the YouTube and taking my time, I will be able to articulate myself better. And I also think reading's really a really good habit, because in the times that I have read and I've read before bed, I think it's a really nice way to kind of to wind down. Going on your phone, obviously we know blue light is not great, it's not healthy, and again, I know this. My brain knows it, but seems to want to self-sabotage all the time. So yeah, the times that I have read before bed, it's just a really nice feeling of getting tired and feeling your eyes like kind of droop off, and you can just be like, time for bed, sleep. I would like to have that little evening routine of reading a few pages and then getting to sleep, rather than continuously reaching to my phone to watch reels or TikToks or YouTube. As much as I love those things, and I do find them very educational sometimes, depends on the type of content that I'm consuming, I would like to be a little bit more conscious of how I spend my free time, and I think reading would be a good way to spend that. Obviously, I'm not going to jump in and say, let's read 3 books this month, because that is completely and utterly unrealistic for me. So I think setting the goal of reading one book, one singular book, is enough. The next goal I have for this month, I feel like I have so many goals, is to study Spanish. Now, I recently signed up for some new classes, and previously I've done one-on-one classes, but this time it's a group class, so I feel a little bit more motivated to do the homework, I'm not gonna lie, because if I'm in class, they're gonna call me out, and everything's in Spanish, we don't speak English, so I have to be very laser focused, understand what's going on, have done the homework, because we're discussing it in class. If I haven't done it, it's gonna be an hour and a half wasted. So I have that twice a week, so 3 hours in total, plus the time that it takes to do the homework. Today it took me 2 hours to do the homework because I had to like read over stuff, and I'm also in a higher group than I should be, because the times of the classes for A2, they didn't have the times that I could do, so the only times that I could do was for B1. So I was like, okay, I'll go for B1. It's a little bit in the deep end for me in terms of Spanish, but it's not like I don't understand anything, it just takes me a little bit longer to understand. Like when we're explaining stuff in class, I'm there like, probably looking confused about 80% of the time, because I am confused, but then it seems to click. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how it's going, but I want to be consistent, make sure I turn up to my classes, continue. I want to stay loads of focus with learning Spanish, because it has been a long journey, and although I've made progress, I still have a very long way to go, and I really need to speed that up. Another one is I really want to meditate daily. Now this might be a bit of a stretch, because no, it's not going to be a stretch actually, I'm going to take that back. It's not going to be a stretch, that's fueling the mind of negativity. No, I want to meditate daily, whether that's like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is, just kind of make sure that I'm spending that time to switch off. If I do have time, like do a 2-minute meditation. I use Insight Timer when I have meditated, and I have done it before, but again, I seem to waste too much time doing things that don't matter. So I really want to start spending more time doing things that matter and that are gonna benefit me and help me grow, rather than things that are keeping me stuck. So I think that meditating daily will really help me. I was speaking to my boyfriend's mum, I think a few weeks ago, and she was telling me how much better she feels after meditating daily for, months. She started on like the start, I think it was her New Year's resolution was to start meditating, and she's literally been so consistent. Seeing how it's helped her and her mindset and everything kind of motivates me to do the same. Yeah, the last one was basically to fix my Notion template. Like I mentioned, my Notion is an absolute mess. So I guess actually that can be changed to like fixing my tech space, I guess, because I feel like everything needs a big old fixeroonie because it's a little bit of a mess. I want to put like my YouTube scheduling into like my Google Calendar and start like visualizing everything, you know? But little by little, I feel like you can't go from 0 to 100, hence why I'm making this video. Obviously, it's not going to be like an amazing plan with me. It's literally just me talking to the camera about my goals. Honestly, my page right now is not worthy of showing you. It's just a few bullet points. I have other pages, but I'm not connecting with those pages at the minute the way that it's laid out. So I really need to go in and just kind of reorganize them to the way that my mind is currently working. I think that's it, which I think is enough. That's like more than enough goals for 1 month. And I feel that there's a lot of things that come into each one of those, but that's like it in a nutshell. Looking back on the last few months, I have to say again, coming back to my half marathon, I'm very, very, very proud of myself for going out there and actually committing and signing up for the half marathon and following through and doing the training and showing up for myself and everything. Even on the days that I don't want to, I'm still going and I'm still doing it as best as I can. The only time I've had off is because I was sick. I'm happy with where everything's going. I feel like I'm on the right track. I'm not gonna lie, not every day is great. The other day I had a bit of a meltdown. I have regular episodes of feeling quite anxious and questioning what I want to do with my life and feeling like everything's so out of reach and that I'm doing stuff that I don't want to do, like my job, and that I feel stuck and everything. But they're kind of like little snippets. It's like I get like a build up of it and then I feel okay afterwards. Like I'm feeling a lot more positive today about work tomorrow, where the last few weeks I felt so negative about work and so demotivated and just really struggling to show up. I'm trying to enjoy the process as much as possible because that's the whole point of life. And I know that sounds so cheesy, but it's true. Which is another reason why I want to do these plan with me, is because it's really exciting to set a goal and work towards it and have that reflection period and working towards those goals. Because yeah, sure, being able to be conversational in Spanish, it'll be amazing, and to cross the finish line at the half marathon will feel absolutely incredible. But at the same time, I've thoroughly enjoyed the process. Like I'm enjoying Spanish at the minute and having those eureka moments and like learning, as frustrating as it can be sometimes when you don't understand something, when you finally crack the code and you're like, oh my god, it makes sense. Like it feels so good. And the same with running, like those days when I'm having bad runs, I'm like, oh, why did I do this? But then I'm having a day of like such a good run, and then I tell myself like, oh, this is why I'm doing it. Like I'm enjoying the process and just looking back on my previous runs and seeing the speed that I did and my heart rate and everything, and just to see my endurance improve is, yeah, it's a really good feeling. So I feel like I'm on the right track and I'm very happy about that. Despite having meltdowns all the time, I'm not always happy, I can assure you that. Just gotta keep showing up. So anyway, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you very soon. Ciao.